Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk tea, and the reason for this video is because obviously you know I'm starting to get back into tea on this channel and I'm very much enjoying it, but I'm feeling somewhat overwhelmed by the amount of tea that I have in my stash. And the reason I have so much tea is obviously because I had a whole tea channel for a while. So I really was collecting tea and drinking a lot more tea. So I didn't mind having a huge stash, and I had it very organized for a while, but now it just isn't very organized. And I think moving forward, even though I definitely plan to continue to drink tea and things like that, that's something that I'll probably do my entire life. I do feel like I need to kind of pare down my collection and just be very picky about the teas that I choose to keep. So I think what I'm going to do is, well, it's not that I think I'm going to do, I've actually already started, but I'm going to do a sip down. So I actually started the sip down, it was like the 1st of December. And the reason I started it at the 1st of December is because what I think I'm going to do as far as like the check-ins is I'm only going to do a check-in once every 3 months. And that way I can kind of show you all of the seasonal teas that I finished. Not all of them are seasonal, but I can show you all of the empties that I had for each season. So for example, I started the sip down in December. What I'll do is an empties video come like the 1st of March, right when we start spring. And I'll just do my like winter empties, and we'll see how much I'm actually able to drink through and move out of my stash. And actually, before I go any further, what I'm going to do is show you guys what my tea looks like right now, like how I'm storing it. And then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about my goals and all of that. So for the time being, this is how I am storing my tea. Now, it used to be way more organized. I used to have my tea in all of these drawers, and I broke each drawer down by brand. But after, I stopped doing the tea channel and everything, it just got kind of messy. So at this point, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drawers full of tea, plus also the basket that I have downstairs for my monthly tea basket, and then a couple of teas in a cabinet down there that are kind of like what I would consider medicinal teas. But let me kind of show you in the drawers what I am working with. Okay, so you can see like this goes all the way back, and it's kind of a deep drawer. So there's that one, and then this one underneath, same thing. It is just full of different teas, and I don't have them organized anymore by brand, which is kind of a bummer, because honestly that worked really well. Here's another one. Again, you can see on the side that these are like 2 boxes deep and it is just filled to the brim. Same thing here. And down here, a lot of these are like loose bags. Again, you can see from the side, just a lot of tea. Now this one's not like, well, I mean, it's full, but these are like bigger containers. So like this huge thing of the Twinings underneath is all those. Back here, there's 3 jars of peppermint tea. This is like the kind of stuff that I would consider medicinal. And I do have more peppermint downstairs in the cabinet. So there's 3 of those. And then it looks like it's all loose on the top, but if you come here down on the bottom, there's actually some tins and then boxes down there too. So yeah, you guys, that is everything that I am working with. So now that you have kind of seen all of the tea that I'm working with, my goals, like I said, are just to kind of pare down the teas that I have. There's a lot of loose teas that you guys saw, and a lot of those came from Sips by Box, and some of them are even the Sips by brands, which obviously Sips by is gone now. You can't even get those teas anymore. So I really want to work through a lot of those types of teas. I want to work through a lot of the teas that I know I'm not going to repurchase at any point. And moving forward, I really want to stick with brands that are consistently good for me. I don't want to keep getting just like random teas. For example, if I have a tea from a company that I only like one tea from that company and it's not something that I can get at the grocery store, it's just not realistic for me to have that tea because I don't want to pay shipping. Because usually when I order tea or anything like that, I will place an order big enough that I get the free shipping. So I'm usually stocking up on multiple teas. So I just want to get to a point where all the teas that I have in my collection are teas that I really, really enjoy. And then when I run out, I can place an order and get the free shipping and everything. So I'm placing an order that's large enough. So what I'm going to do is start kind of sipping through a lot of these. And when I do the empties video, I will definitely give like little bits of like review or whatever. Some of them, I mean, since I'm only going to be doing the empties once every 3 months, some of the teas I may not do a review because in all honesty, if I only have one tea bag or something, it may not be memorable. So it may just be a lot of just showing you like what I'm getting through. What I really want to pay attention though, as I am sipping all of this down, is if there are any teas that really stand out to me that are definite teas that I want to continue to have in my collection. And I haven't totally decided what my like rule for myself is going to be as far as repurchasing. Well, actually, I guess first off, if it's what I would consider a medicinal tea, that I can repurchase as soon as, whenever. For example, I drink like the roasted dandelion root tea, and what company is that? I don't even remember what company it is, but I know I have a couple of other teas by the same brand. So if I, run out of the dandelion root tea, but I still have a couple of other teas from that brand, I'm still going to go buy the dandelion root tea because I use that as like a wellness tea. But other than that, I think what I want to do is sip through pretty much everything and just kind of eliminate. And like, as soon as I am finished with all the teas from a specific brand, then that's when I would be able to repurchase from that brand. Again, going back to that way, I can place an order for quite a few teas and get free shipping and everything. So I think that's what I want to do. I don't think I want to do a complete tea ban, although I don't think I'm going to have to buy any tea anytime soon. I mean, you guys saw I am pretty stocked, and I don't think I'm anywhere near even being out of teas from a certain brand or anything. So it's not really a buying ban, but I'm not going to be purchasing for quite some time. So, I mean, I guess it would be like, this would be considered like a sip down 2025, even though I've kind of already started. But I'm just interested to see, if I'm coming at this now from a different perspective. Because obviously when I bought a lot of those teas, it was because I wanted to try a bunch of different teas. And even if it was something that I wasn't, completely convinced that I would like, I bought it anyway because I figured, well, I can try it and talk about it and, share it with you guys. Now I'm looking at it, instead of it being something that I'm going to share with you guys, I've really, I'm trying to kind of like make it more compact and just really, really buy things that I know I'm going to like, and not so much just buying things that, to try out for the channel. Does that make sense? Because in all honesty, I would like to still have a decent sized tea collection because I think it's just fun to collect tea. But if I could shrink the stash and like, kind of clear out some of the mess, it would be really nice. So that is what we're going to do. This is going to be the sip down. Like I said, the first like check-in that I will do will be an empties video, and that'll be either the very end of February or the very beginning of March. And that's when I'll go over all of the teas that I did sip down during the entire winter, which I'm excited to start, honestly. I don't drink as much tea anymore, so I feel like this is going to kind of give me a kick in the booty a little bit to kind of start drinking it a little bit more while still trying to be, conscious of not overdoing it with the caffeine. So yeah, it should be good. Let me know in the comments down below if you're somebody who has way too much tea and you need to sip it down. I feel like this is very common in the tea community because there are multiple people that I have watched through the years that have done sip downs, because I think you just at some point you have way more tea than what you need. And it's like, okay, it's time to start focusing on eliminating and just kind of starting over fresh with the tea collection. At least that's what I want to do. Maybe it's just the point in my life that I'm at, though, because obviously you guys know I'm also doing this with my like beauty slash hygiene, all of that type stuff. I'm also completely eliminating that stash and starting over. So it's probably a good time to do it with my tea as well. So let me know in the comments if you want to join me on this, or maybe you're like, heck no, I'm going to continue to buy as many teas as I want. And honestly, I respect that too, because it is very, very fun. It's just that I'm at a different stage in my life at this point with the whole tea thing. I miss having an entire tea channel. I really, really do, but it just isn't realistic for me at this point. So as fun as it was, it's time to start letting some of it go. So anyway, that's what my thoughts are. I will see you guys for a check-in at the end of February or early March. Obviously, I'll continue doing other content, but as far as like the tea sip down, that's when I'll see you again. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I will see you very soon.